Hello, it's me, Nicole. Welcome back to Recover with Me. This is episode 3, and this might be my favorite episode to record because it's super interactive and I get to show some really helpful resources, I hope. So, without further ado, let me share my screen and let's get started. Okay, shop with me. Now, you might be thinking, Nicole, we can't go shopping yet. We haven't even made a grocery list. Well, I might be one step ahead of that, or maybe you are. You're probably 2 steps ahead of me, let's face it. And I'm going to say we can't make a grocery list until we know what we're going to eat for the week. So that's where the this video is going to help with menu planning, grocery list making, and grocery shopping. Let's get started. Before we can go shopping, I have a couple tips and tricks here. One is to look through your freezer, cupboards, and fridge and make note of what you currently have. You can save money by doing this by using up what you already have. Um, Another thing is while you do that, you might want to donate, compost, or throw away anything that you don't want or that has gone bad or that you're not going to use. Both of these things, looking through all that food and for what you have, can be really overwhelming in early eating disorder recovery. So it's optional, and it might be helpful to do that with a recovery buddy or a friend or a supportive family member. So those are just some thoughts I have before we go ahead and plan out our menu. Um, so this is possibly my favorite part of um, all of these presentations or all of these episodes that I've made. It's because I figured out, not that, I figured out how to do this. So if you have access to these slides, click on this, bum, 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 and it brings you right to the webpage where you get to create a grocery game plan. This is your weekly meals, super interactive. So let's go ahead and get started. I like to organize my weekly menus by food group. So I'm going to go ahead and go protein, fruit, veg, G for grain, and D for dairy. Added fat is another food group, but as you will see when we plan out, the added fats are pretty obviously added in when we start going through. I'm not going to write out the protein, fruit, veg, grain, etc. in every single box. Having it in the first one is helpful enough for me. If you want to write it in every box, feel free. Okay, for breakfast, let's have peanut butter as our protein. Let's put that peanut butter on a banana. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. That's how I spell bananas. There's a song, thank you, Gwen Stefani, who I originally knew from the band No Doubt. This might be aging me, 90s band or early 2000s. And she wrote a song that goes like this. This is bananas, B-A-N-A-N-A-S. This is bananas, B-A-N-A-N-A-S. And that's, to this day, how I spell the word bananas in my head and apparently out loud. But I digress. Bananas, grain, let's have a bowl of cereal this beautiful Sunday morning. And with cereal comes milk. For lunch, let's have an egg salad sandwich. We'll get our 2 proteins from 2 eggs. We'll get our added fat from the mayonnaise you mix in with the eggs. And 2 grains will be on the sandwich bread. This leaves us needing a fruit veg. So we will go with, let's do carrots and cucumber for our fruit veg. And for dairy, let's have some pudding. Dinner. On Sundays, I like to kind of make like a big pot of something and maybe use some of that for leftovers throughout the week. So I'm gonna go ahead and make a chickpea curry. I'll throw some broccoli, maybe some peppers and onions into the curry dish. And I will have that curry on rice. And I might have a glass of milk for my dairy serving, but I'm gonna leave that there and not have milk that evening for dinner. And then various snacks throughout the week. I'll just put a bagel with cream cheese, maybe some trail mix throughout the day, an apple. Anyways, like snacks, those are really easy to come up with. Maybe not easy, not bad word choice, but you don't necessarily need to plan each and every snack you're going to have unless that's going to be helpful. Okay, so instead of filling this all out together, because that would take a good hour, maybe, I'm going to go ahead and voila, take you here where I've filled out a weekly menu. I'll point out a couple things before we move on. So this chickpea curry thing that I made, I'm gonna have some leftovers the next day. For Tuesday, I've put down ordering pizza, and stay tuned because episode 4 is going to be a helpful guide on how to order food to meet your meal plan. And then, so for Wednesday, I'm going to have some leftover pizza. And then, for example, on Friday evening, I'm making quinoa as the grain. And so I'm going to make enough so that on Saturday, I can make a quinoa salad um, and, and have extra quinoa there so I don't have to make it twice. That is the things I want to point out. And then down here are 2 very, very important words. Please remember these words in your eating disorder journey, your recovery. They are literal, I think, life-saving words: variety, flexibility. So variety, sometimes when you're struggling with an eating disorder, it feels really safe, or you want to have the same item all the time. So your protein, you're gonna have peanut butter, breakfast, lunch, dinner, every day of the week. When you're at a place in your recovery, it's super important to get your variety from lots of different sources. If you remember us talking 2 episodes ago about macronutrients and micronutrients, the macro comes from the protein, and then those micronutrients, the different vitamins and minerals and that sort of stuff, come from different sources of protein or carbohydrates or added fats. So variety, mix it up, have different sources for your protein, your grains, your fruit, veg throughout the week. And flexibility is super key as well. So for example, here's Monday and you're having leftover chickpea. Maybe you wake up Monday or you're about to have lunch and you're like, I don't want chickpeas again. I don't want to have curry again. There's no reason you can't have your chicken Caesar wrap, even though you planned it for the next day, and switch those 2 up. Maybe you had planned to order in pizza with the family and something came up. There's no reason you can't switch pizza night to Thursday and move that over there. So those are just some tips and tricks. Variety, flexibility. Take a moment to pause the video here, take a look through this meal plan. If it works for you, great. And if not, refer back to episode 2, where we have all the different portions, some portion examples, and switch up any of this menu to fit your preferences and or dietary needs. Yeah. So in the meantime, we're going to go back to our presentation. So you've made the menu, your weekly menu. Now it's time to make a grocery game plan. So we're going to look through your weekly menu and organize it by food group before we go shopping. So work that magic again, click that, and you're directed, voila, to the grocery list. So here's where jumping back and forth between these 2 screens are going to be helpful. If you have access to a printer, print it out, or if you want to write your list by hand, also an option. Okay, let's see. Peanut butter, bananas, cereal, and milk. That is our breakfast. So BANANAS. Cereal. Now be really specific when you start writing your grocery list. You want to have, let's do some honey nut Cheerios as our cereal. Let's be specific about our milk. We're going to do 2%, not 2 and 2% milk. Banana, what was banana, Cheerios, milk, protein. Oh, we had peanut butter for that protein. Peanut butter. Pop back here. Egg salad sandwich, carrots, cucumber, and pudding. Fill that out on the grocery list. So we need eggs. We need mayo. We need bread. And be specific here. You can have your rye bread, your whole wheat bread, your white bread. I'll go ahead and do some rye bread for that. Carrots and cucumber were the fruit veg we picked. And pudding was the dairy. I'm going to go ahead and pause this video while I fill out the rest of this list, and I'll see you back in a couple seconds. For me, it will be a few minutes, but for you, It'll just be a few seconds. Now pause. On Zoom, work for me. Here we go. See you in a minute. Okay, there you have it. I've gone through the game plan here, the menu, and I've made a grocery list. After making a grocery list comes shopping. Let's go shopping. So what this link is going to take you to, it's going to take you to the PC Express um, online grocery shopping, which is the one I use most often. If you are Canadian, it might be one that's helpful for you. But I think other major grocery stores like Save on Foods, Walmart, and No Frills will also offer um, online grocery shopping. But for the purpose of this video, let's use this one here, PC Express. Now, I'm from BC. Watch this. It won't matter whether I put BC here or not, because as soon as I click on this here, it gives me Saskatchewan and um, Alberta options, and I don't know why it does that. So let's go ahead and put in Vancouver up here and get to the store that I want to go to. So here we go. Now let's see. Let it come. Okay, that's what I thought. I'm going to start shopping. There's 17 items in my cart already because I have gone through this video a couple times. I've filmed it a few times and I've had to re-record for a reason or two, so don't mind that. But this is how you go grocery shopping. You will pull up your list, which is shopping list. Here we go. Bananas. Ooh, here comes the song again. Let's add some B-A-N-A-N-A-S. Let's buy some bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. So to add bananas, you go add. Let's see something else on our list. Quinoa. Let's go ahead and search for quinoa. So online grocery shopping is very helpful. For starters, when there's a global pandemic, which I am currently recording this in the midst of it's just November 28th, 2020. So ordering groceries online is really helpful during a pandemic. You don't have to go in grocery stores. You order online, drive to the store, and they fill up your trunk for you. I highly recommend it if online options are accessible for you. But I also think it's fantastic for eating disorder recovery too. And this is because grocery shopping is a very overwhelming task, especially in early eating disorder recovery. Not only are you you're making your menu, so you're already thinking of what you're going to eat for the rest of the week. Then you're going to go grocery shopping. And for some people, being around that much food is distressing, or having food in the house is distressing. For other people, when you're faced with options like I don't even know how many brands and sizes and types of cereal are out there. That's very overwhelming too. So online grocery shopping kind of helps you, you're able to do that in a safe place in your own home at your own time. You can take a break if you find you are getting overwhelmed. And as you can see here, it will save your order as well. This I recorded a few hours ago and it's still in there. So I do recommend it. Hopefully you find it helpful. Okay, so quinoa. I'm going to look at a few different options here. Let's see. Oh, I think 155 per 100 grams. It's going to work for me. So I'm going to throw that in there. What else was on our list? I think we had yogurt. And we were specific on our list. I believe we put down vanilla yogurt, if I'm not mistaken yet. So we got some vanilla yogurt. We're going to go back here and so 530 results came up. Let's see what happens if I do vanilla yogurt. There we go, Activia. I think that's the one I'm going to go ahead and get and add it to our list. So there you have it. You just type in what you're looking for, cucumber, and it comes up. You can buy one, you can buy three, you can buy the large ones, the mini ones, the English ones. You know, it's what your preference is. So add away. I want to point out a couple other things on this website before we finish grocery shopping. So yeah, go to the flyer. I find the flyer helpful. Again, if you have your list, stick to your list. If that's a helpful skill, use your list. If you do want to take it a step further and go through the flyer and see if there's anything that you want to change on your menu or not, go ahead. So asparagus is on sale. That's fantastic because that is on our list. Though $5.17 for a bunch. That's still pricey if you ask me, but asparagus and salmon sound like a great meal. So we'll add that to our list. See anything else in the flyer here that would make sense. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, look at that, peanut butter. Oh, this item's not available. Pick another item. Okay. Oh, here's some pie. I think we had pie on our list or cake on our list as chocolate chip cookie pie. We'll add that as one of our desserts. And is that salmon there? I cannot tell. I don't think that's salmon. That looks a bit white. Yeah, rockfish. So I don't want to buy rockfish. I want salmon. Is this salmon? Club? Nope. Here we go. Here's some salmon, though that item's not available. What else? Oh, tomatoes. And we'll add them. So there you go. You can go through the flyer. You can add things you want. And then we'll just check out here. You can review your grocery list. Down here, we got some apples, some broccoli, etc. Bagels, bananas. Got your soy milk, and you can just review your whole list and make sure it lines up with what you want. Maybe you're looking at this and thought, I did want asparagus, but that's a little bit out of my price range. So I'm going to remove it and I'll have it with these peas that I ordered that I saw up here instead. And then you can, once you're done all that, you pick a time. So we would say, hey, we're going to pick this up, I don't know, tomorrow. No, we can't. Tuesday, December 1st. I would select one of these that works for me. I'm not going to select it right now because I'm not going shopping right now. But that is how you go online grocery shopping. You did it. I'm so proud of you. That was so much. I know, I really do know and empathize and understand the overwhelming task of menu planning, grocery list making, grocery shopping, and you did it. Well done. Take a deep breath. Give yourself a pat on the back. I'm very proud of you. Okay, now we're going to do, for our coping tool of the day, we're going to do something called the butterfly hug. The butterfly hug engages your parasympathetic nervous system. Say that 10 times fast. It is the part of your brain and your nervous system for resting. It helps your body slow down. And when we feel anxious, our parasympathetic nervous system is not engaged. So if you're at all feeling anxious from the grocery shopping or from this module, even if you're not feeling anxious, this is a good skill to practice. I will lead you through it. You're going to crisscross your arms and you're going to alternate the taps. Begin gently tapping each shoulder one at a time. There's some research and evidence around this tapping and its effectiveness on anxiety reduction. We're going to do it 10 times with each hand. 1, 5, 10. Great job, everyone. It's really fun. So thanks for joining me on episode 3. Next episode is going to be on ordering food. So I hope you have enjoyed these series so far and keep watching. My contact information is here. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. And because I downloaded this Google slide template from SlidesGo, I'm giving them the credit they need. Thank you for watching. Bye.